program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
What's up? It's BUILDCABINS. I'm bringing y'all another video again today, man. So we got to address this culture vulture talking about making up all these scenarios, talking about I'm a foot soldier for CJ on 32's. I'm this, I'm that. I'm exposing this. Come on, man. Without further ado, make sure y'all grab y'all popcorn because a lot of people like this person like to make up narratives on BUILDCABINS, but I'm one of those people, man. I don't want to make up nothing. I'd rather just bring y'all the truth, man. So let's get right into this clown. What does he say? We got to talk about this. This is crazy.
$5,000 for all this goofy work that he did, right? I honestly can't believe that CJ on 32's trusted a criminal with all this goofy information, this false discovery, and then putting this dental office right here in jeopardy, all right? Because you had all these goofies, right? 32 gang goofies, right? And this is what I be saying, man, you guys got to be careful. CJ on 32's has a trend to do this, right? He does it very often when he goes to dealerships and things don't go his way, right? He'll just blast them on his channel, and then all these 32 gang goofy idiots will go over there. You guys got to be careful, right? Because if you really want to talk about defamation, this is real defamation right here.
This dude talking about being careful and defamation. This dude was the pioneer of exposing addresses and putting out false information and hurting people's lives. But later on in the video, make sure y'all watch the whole thing because BUILDCABINS always brings proof, man. So y'all can really see how sinister this culture vulture really was. He didn't calm down now, but it's like, I don't forget. You know, I'm like an elephant, man. I can drop video with receipts after receipts after receipts, but let's continue, man. He talking about you gotta be careful. Nah, you gotta be careful of this clown.
These goofy people, right? These losers that have no real life, and they go on all these businesses and leave comments and all kinds of goofy stuff like this. This was crazy, right? So I'm just surprised. I'm surprised that Mike right now is CJ on 32's biggest hater.
I'm surprised that he's putting out false info, man. But let's continue, man. I'm going to bring y'all a clip from a couple years ago, man, so y'all can really see how sinister this culture vulture was.
Video plan for y'all, but we just going to get straight to the point and cut the bullshit. Y'all already know the title. Y'all know what this vlog about. This guy has been harassing black YouTubers for around 2 years now, and he's been so-called doing these exposed videos, and you know, everybody got their freedom to do what they want to do, but some shit you just go too far with. He was exposing people residents, like going into full detail, showing street signs, showing where they stay, just putting it out there.
Remember Ice Cream Vlog said you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful of him. Look, do you understand that Ice Cream Vlogs ruin people's lives and expose their addresses, and I was the only YouTuber speaking up against it a couple years ago? Does anybody remember that? Or is BUILDCABINS the bad guy now? Come on, man.
And I don't care what you say, anybody that agree with that is just weird as hell. And I seen some of y'all trying to cover it up and, you know what I'm saying, take his side, but don't leave out the part about this man putting people's lives in danger. This nigga showed my family, he showed my kids, he showed females I've dealt with, like went into detail, shit that don't got nothing to do with nothing. Like the shit that he was doing had no point. It really had no meaning besides hate, and he was really trying to get somebody hurt. But now when it's time for him to be exposed, him and his family, people want to speak up. Why the fuck y'all didn't speak up when this man was doing all this weird shit to us? You didn't care then, but like I said, you know, see how.
And BUILDCABINS was one of the only few people at that time that was speaking up against this fool, doxing and harassing all these black YouTubers. Now everybody looking at me like I'm the bad guy. Come on, man. I expected better from y'all, even the people that don't like me no more. I ain't never put nobody's address out here like this, man. I ain't never doxed nobody and had them to the point where they had to move, man. I was just, you know, shit, I never did that. You ain't never gonna find no video of BUILDCABINS doxing somebody's address and making their life worse, right?
The tables turned. Some people just weird as hell, man. Dude is a straight weirdo. That shit was just weird. It was out of control, unnecessary. So don't come telling me, oh, you doing this, you doing that. You goddamn right. So after he did all like this unnecessary research and trying to find out where I stayed, then he put Brittany on the vlogs and he put the Vegas baby and her, all that's just unnecessary crazy shit out.
And 2 or 3 years later, he's still doing it. One thing about Build Cabins, I don't really go into detail on other guys' women. I don't talk about other people's women like that, really. I don't try to figure out what they saying and make a reaction to what the women. I keep it focused on the man. Y'all can say what y'all want about me, but that's one thing I do stick to. I don't really get into the women's side of it, man. So
out there, I told her, I said the next day after we seen all the crazy shit that he was doing and there wasn't no stopping, I'm like, you know, we're gonna hire a private investigator. So we hired a private investigator. Now, you know, you gotta sign a lot of shit, so I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say too much on dude. Like, don't come telling me like you going too far or you doing this or you doing that, man. Fuck that. None of y'all spoke up. The people that saying you taking it too far now, you wasn't making videos or complaining when he was showing my house, going around my kid's mother house in detail, showing my son charges and what he got going on and all this crazy shit, like exposing Mr. Organic's house. And
did y'all forget the man exposed Mr. Organic's house too and putting out all his information? Did y'all forget this ice cream vlogs? Or like it's the internet, so we just move on to the next subject. Did y'all forget? Because if y'all want me to, I could drop a receipt every single day or something new, or somebody saying something about this fool ruining their life behind off of the YouTube videos that he makes. Does Build Cabins do that? But let me know in the comment section, because I could keep dropping receipt after receipt after receipt until people understand that, you know, ice cream vlogs and Build Cabins ain't the same. I don't know, man.
Everything, like if it's some shit where somebody harming somebody or somebody really doing something wrong and motherfuckers just putting it out there in the air, cool. But all this extra shit where you really trying to get people hurt, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure with him showing details of my crib, like 3 or 4 videos, address, garage address, you know, got my house broke in. So it's like, dude, there was no limits to the line that he crossed. So don't get on here and telling me, oh, you really gonna do this? Like, he didn't give a fuck about me. I mean, it's an eye for an eye. This, when you play with,
see, it's an eye for an eye.
Fire shit, you get burnt.
Y'all hear that? If you play with fire, you get burnt. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? And Ice Cream Vlogs is going ham, doxing this person's address, talking about this person's kid, trying to look up this info. Y'all remember that? That's why I will never have respect for this fool. I see the play. Y'all don't, but, you know, I know my black people so well sometimes that some of y'all not going to listen to what CJ say, or some of y'all are not even going to listen to what I say. But, you know, I know y'all so well, so I got another special guest that I want to introduce to y'all, right? Because, you know, y'all not going to believe us, right? But some black folks, they're not going to believe it unless the white man say it. So we got a special guest for y'all. Maybe if y'all don't believe me or him, maybe you'll believe this guy.
What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And today is a video. It's a video I don't really want to make, but you know, we kind of addressed the Ice Cream Vlogs dude this morning. He made last night, and then he made a video and he took it down because YouTube was about to strike his channel, so he just deleted the video. That's what cowards do. And then what he did was he doxed. I guess he thought he was doxing me, but he wasn't. For you guys have been following me for a long time, Ice Cream Vlogs claimed I was a taxi driver, which there's nothing wrong with that, except for where I'm at. I don't even think they have taxis out here. Now, full disclosure, I did have a livery company when I was in Miami. It's how I know several other big automotive YouTubers, because I used to lease out my Audis to like Uber Black drivers. That's okay. You know, that's public information. But what this guy did was he found somebody that has my middle name as their last name, and he doxed them.
Whoa. Hold on. Well, let's rewind. So, because I want y'all to really keep up with what's going on. I want y'all to hear this from TK's Garage, because I know some of y'all ain't gonna believe me, but maybe y'all believe TK Garage. You know, let's continue. I had to rewind it so y'all really understand what's going on, man.
Several other big automotive YouTubers, because I used to lease out my Audis to like Uber Black drivers. That's, you know, that's public information. But what this guy did was he found somebody that has my middle name as their last name, and he doxed them. And you know, it wasn't hard for me to find. You can go publicly and look up a PPP loan amount, and if you just have the first name like he published with the loan amount in North Carolina, you can figure it out. And people have. I was able to figure it out, and when I reached out to them, they said that because once you have the name and the city and all of that, you can probably Google, and they're old, so they're in the white pages. Okay, they're an old couple, and they're in the white pages, and now people are harassing these old people, and it's all because of Ice Cream Vlogs.
Did y'all hear that? So Ice Cream Vlogs try to dox him, which was unnecessary in the first place, and in result, he ended up doxing an elderly couple that had nothing to do with it. And Ice Cream Vlogs is out here talking about you gotta be careful? What type of man does this, man? Out here doxing elderly couples. And I know people say, oh, you exaggerated. No, this is facts. Let's play a little more to see how serious it got.
You know, he published that video, he jumped the gun, and I know he probably feels some sort of way, but here's the thing, man. What's going on between me and you, if he sees this video, has nothing to do with some poor innocent old person here in North Carolina. And you doxing some old people and putting out their information, one, is going to get your YouTube channel canceled, and two, I went ahead and advised them to go ahead and contact the sheriff's department, because...
See how serious it got? He had to reach out to this couple to go and contact the sheriff's department. And this is the same guy that tells people to be careful of me. Be careful of what the information I'm putting out. I can bring up clip after clip of this guy doxing people's address and putting them in danger. As you can see, some black people, I understand how we act. You know, some of us be scamming this and that. And, you know, I understand my people, because some of y'all understand. Y'all don't want to believe what's coming out of my mouth unless it comes from the white man. But here you have TK Garage, a reputable person in the car community, speaking on Ice Cream Vlogs, doxing an elderly couple's address. Do y'all think that's right? Even the people that don't like me, do y'all think that was right? That's all I want to know. Show a video of BUILDCABINS doxing somebody's address. Show a video of something like that. Then y'all can say that I'm this evil person, or I'm doing this, I'm that. I've never did that once. Really think about what's going on, guys. And if I need to, I could drop a video of receipts. This is the good thing about YouTube. I could drop videos every single day proving my point. But what's the point? Unless y'all want to see it, man. But let me know in the comment section what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. We out.